We're joined now by Professor Hilda Coffey, who specialises in gender politics at the University of Bath, and she was living in New Zealand at the time of Jacinda Ardern's election. Professor Coffey, thank you very much for joining us here on BBC News. What did you make of the way she made this announcement? And to what extent was it in keeping with the way she's governed?
Yeah, I think so. I think it really resembles the way that she's been leading the country and her leadership, like really highlighting that empathetic, kind, compassionate, how she says she's human, politicians are human. So really highlighting the human aspect of being a politician for policy making, etc., which was really characteristic, I think, of her leadership and the way that she ran the country.
What impact do you think she's made on politics generally? I mean, outside New Zealand as well as within it?
I think really exactly that leadership and the style of leadership that she had, which was very different in a time when we see populist parties across the world, and then her style of leadership was very different from that more populist style. Really, that compassion, that kindness. When asked how she would like to be remembered as a leader, she also highlighted that as someone who always had tried to be kind. And I think we saw that particularly also after the shooting in Christchurch and the terror events, the way that she handled that.
Many commentators and female politicians themselves will often say that women are held to different levels of account. To what extent do you think that might have featured in her decision to step down now?
Well, I think she did get a lot of critique and a lot of comments, and then particularly as we see many politicians and in particular women politicians receiving online. So I think that is tough. It's really a hard job. And of course, we can expect a lot from, and we should expect a lot from politicians. But the way that it is often said online is not that kind and friendly. So that must be hard on top of, governing a country in times of a pandemic, of a terrorist attack, etc.
Professor Hilda Coffey from the University of Bath, thank you for talking to us.